I'm Brittany M., and I'm here to report on the sixth graders and their first Westminster exams. The sixth graders studied in many different ways. They studied with study groups or using study guides, and they also used study calendars to plan out when and where they were going to study. First, we interviewed Mr. Jones and Miss Gale, and we asked them if they thought that the sixth graders were well prepared for their exams.
I think sixth graders every year are prepared well for final exams. I mean, when you're coming in from the elementary school, you don't really know what to expect. Here's this hour and a half, 90-minute exam that is talked up by everybody, including 7th and 8th graders. And so I think the students are well prepared by their teachers. You got review week the week before, which kind of helps to not have any new material or anything kind of thrown at the students at the last moment.
I do. And the reason I think that is because they, for the most part, they had study guides that they were really careful about going over.
Next, Mr. Jones and Miss Gale told us about how the sixth graders overreacted to their exams.
I think every year the sixth graders get a little nervous. It's the first final. It's worth a big percentage of your grade.
I think they don't know what to expect. And some girls over-prepare because they hear a teacher warn them about something. And then some under-prepare because a teacher might say, don't worry.
The sixth graders handle their exams well.
I think, once they get through that first exam, the one that was on Monday, which I believe was math this time, they come and say, it wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. I prepared well. My teacher review guides, the review guides and the worksheets were very helpful. So I think for a lot of the students, they were over-prepared.
I think this year, because so many were in study groups, they studied in a way that was more organized, more thorough, and more fun, to be honest.
The sixth graders were really excited for their exams to be over.
I think when they were over, they were all excited. It's like, yes, one exam down. It's finally got one down, 3 to go. Or at the end of the entire exams, a lot of students were looking for a break, but I think they kind of realized if I prepare a little bit each day, if I study a little bit each day, then it's not as hard as I thought it was going to be.
So I think they were jubilant. I mean, if you can remember back, 4 exams, because math was first, and then they had science, English trudging through. By the time they got to world cultures, they were done.
Mr. Jones and Miss Gale told us that they thought the sixth graders would be more prepared for their exams next semester.
I think they'll be ready, and they'll know because they've already gone through it once, and so they'll be less anxious, less stressed about it. So I think they'll go into it knowing what it's going to kind of look like, knowing the time frame of it, about how hard it was. So I think they'll go in more confident and a little bit better about it going into the last one in May.
Oh, absolutely. Every year going into the second semester feels so different. You see them going around doing the things they need to do. They understand the schedule, and until you live that schedule, and as many times as I say, you can be out of here at 9:30 with the rest of the day to study. Somehow they can't picture that until the first day they go walking out of here.
Then we talked to sixth graders Larson N. and Olivia H. and asked them how they study for their exams.
I did my study guide. I made binders with all the stuff, and note cards, and I made extra worksheets.
Sixth graders Olivia H. and Larson N. told us that they thought their exams were a breeze.
They were some of them were harder than others, but overall it was good.
Sixth graders felt pretty good about the first exams. They studied using study guides their teachers gave them and calendars. I'm Elizabeth R., and thanks for watching.